When, oh, when will they learn? You can't kill what won't die. What's going on, everybody? Monster Man Vapes is back. I'm back behind the wheel of my car, and I got my foot flat to the floor on the throttle. That is right. I'm back in the swing of things, and I feel better than ever. Let's just say a break is really all I needed. But after I decided to return from this hiatus, I heard some pretty heartbreaking and some shocking news. Now, as everybody does not know, I live in Missouri. I live about a half hour from Jared the Vaping Goat. Me and him have been kind of keeping track of what's been going on here in the States. And now that we've heard that there have been related, as far as these misleaded vaping related illnesses, there are 22 reports here in the state. Now, we all know what these vaping related illnesses actually are, and there have been research groups who have said it. But these states are not wanting to listen. You want to know why? Because it does not fit their agenda. They do not care. They are losing money, and they will do whatever they can to make that money up, basically. It is the sad truth. Now that the fight has entered my backyard, Missouri has entered the talking phase as far as threatening a potential flavor ban. Now, I spoke to my local shop owner who happens to be a member of the VTA, and let's just say that some news that I've heard from her, I'm not going to go into too many details because me and her have talked about a lot of shit over the past 24 hours. Now, what seems to be happening is that there is a town about 10 minutes down the road from me. I'm not going to say the name of that town. I'm not going to say the name of my town. But the town about 10 minutes down the road from me is basically pushing for a flavor ban. And as far as a citywide flavor ban, which is kind of odd, and what's really funny is even the other states, not the other states, but the other cities, are basically saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's no vape shop in this town. There's actually really no vapors in that town, really. They kind of did a survey, and from what I've seen, there hasn't been very many. The other surrounding towns, like mine and a couple of others, they have the most vapors, but yet this city thinks, or this town thinks that, it needs to do a flavor ban, which is fucking bullshit to begin with. Now, as well as a T21, my town is anyway going for T21. Now, here's the thing. As far as from what I've heard and from what I have kept up on, Missouri as a state is still T18, and my town is T18, and a lot of other cities around the state have done T21. Kansas City, the city itself, have went to T21, and about 2 more towns neighboring me have went T21. My town, however, has been very, very quiet. It tried going to T21, I believe, earlier this year, but it got shut down. Now, here is my problem with that. And I know a lot of states and a lot of other cities around this country have went T21, and basically adults, young adults, between the ages of 18 and 20 cannot get vapor products. Well, here is the thing. There actually is quite a few 18 to 20-year-olds in my town because they are of legal age. Have they smoked? Who the hell knows? But honestly, the only thing that I worry about is the age of the person that vapes. If they are underage, then yes, I'm going to have a problem. But considering that 18 to 20-year-olds and my town being T18, trust me, I have no problem with it because they are of legal age. So, my town has, more of a say, my state has now started running their mouths. Now, who knows? This following Tuesday, coming Tuesday, is going to basically be a press conference with the governor. I believe his name is Mike Parson, I believe. I haven't really kept up with his name. I just been worrying about what's going to happen during his press conference. So, they're going to have quite a few departments there. The Department of Health and Senior Services, the Department of Schools, the state, as far as the state juror or whatever you want to call it, when it comes to this state's educational system. There's going to be basically everybody there, and it's going to be a press conference. Honestly, I am not surprised that if the schools in this state are trying to push this fucking flavor ban, to be honest with you, because when it comes here in Missouri, There's a bunch of fucknuts in this state. Oh, man. But I'm keeping track on that. You've seen Jared's videos. I've been watching those too and keeping up with him. And yeah, so right now our state is basically falling victim to the level of stupidity that the rest of the state governors have. So we're going to try to fight this as the best we can. Now they may not do a flavor ban. As far as I know, they may just limit e-cig products, vapor products to vape shops, like a couple of states have actually done right now. Who knows what's going to happen. Now, I will agree with Jared on one thing, and I've actually been thinking about this for quite some time. The fact that we don't need 50 milligram nicotine. We really don't. I mean, seriously, who here really vapes 50 milligram nicotine? And be honest, you vape that much nicotine, you might get sick if you overdo it. One pull every half hour, you may be okay. But if you're chain vaping that pod, like, you know, your vape, I hate this coming to death, but I know people still use them. If you're got a Juul, which is a 50 milligram free base nicotine, I believe, actually, I thought it was a Nick Salt, but someone told me it's a free base. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. Is it Nick Salt? Is it free base? I don't know, but it's still the fact that whether it's a Nick Salt or a free base, it is still a 50 milligram nicotine solution inside of that pod. Again, we do not need 50 milligram nicotine. There are tons of vapors out there who use pods who get away just fine using a 12, 18 free base nicotine, or I've seen majority as far as the pod users in my general area, the highest nic level I've actually seen has been about 24. So we don't need 50. The 50s are barely used. As my camera decided to go wacky woo on me a little bit there, but you know, it's the way it works. Anyway, so I'm gonna agree with Jared, definitely. I agree with Jared on a lot of things, and people accused him of being a fear monger and everything, and people I've actually so far have been called, you know, a goat follower, a goat ass kisser, and it's really not people commenting on my videos. It's more of people messaging me through my Monster Man Vapes page on Facebook, even though I haven't used that page in quite some time. I know I should, but just haven't gotten around to actually fine-tuning the Facebook page. And so I've been at that stuff has been, it don't bother me none at all. I just block the person and be done with it. You know, I don't fucking care. You know, if you got a problem with me, then have a problem with me, but don't fucking, you know, run your mouth to me all because you're behind a fucking keyboard. Keyboard warriors. But I do believe that there needs to be a cap on nicotine. Don't ban the flavors. Cap the nicotine. Do what the UK has done, you know. You can't go any higher than a certain milligram. They went as high as 20, and that's where it gets capped off. Honestly, I would feel the same way. 20, maybe 24. 24 has usually been the average as far as what I've seen as far as pod users use. So I think 24 would actually be a good cap, honestly. And if I'm not mistaken, Nick Salts absorb easier into the bloodstream than free base. So honestly, I could do... To add on to that, and this is just me been thinking, we really don't need Nick Salts. Free base can work just fine. I've used the pods I reviewed, you know, the two pods I reviewed, the OVS Duo and the Smoke Nord, both had free base nicotine solution in there. It was an 18 milligram tobacco flavor. They both worked just fine. So honestly, I don't see the point of having Nick Salts. Yes, it absorbs faster into the bloodstream, which means you can get the feel quicker, and you probably won't puff it as much. I get that, but there are people who sometimes don't pay attention to that, and they'll just keep chain vaping until all that nicotine is built up in their system, and they are feeling all, you know, they don't feel all solid up here in the old head. They're feeling a bit lightheaded, dizzy, and they got a buzz going. Trust me, I've done that before. And so yeah, there's the fights now in my backyard, and I've been keeping an eye on that. So I'm definitely keeping track. Been working on a letter for the governor, like everybody as far as this area has said. I want to make sure my facts are straight before I send this out, so been working on that to send it because I'm probably going to drop a mic. I'm taking this a more different route. Basically, I'm giving him the facts and also seeing it from more of a business aspect. So I'm hoping that at least one of our letters gets seen anyway. So, although some good news, I decided to get back into DIY for my own personal enjoyment. Let me make that perfectly clear. I DIY for my own personal enjoyment. I do not sell this. I don't sell it. Don't mass produce it for sale. This is all strictly juice for my own enjoyment. As my computer decided to freak out and black out the screen. There we go. So, back in the DIY, and yes, you probably saw me with the cup. That's kind of the leftover from a mix I just done about a couple hours ago. And I just kind of been using it as a taste test just to see, is it good right out of the gate, or does it need some steep time? And it definitely needs some steep time. Not much though, but it does need some. I started measuring by weight. There's one difference. I don't think I'm putting in enough nicotine for my taste, or for what I vape. I usually vape a 6, because I'm not getting as punchy of a throat hit as I usually get. But the juice vapes very well. So I'm happy to be back in the DIY because I miss mixing. I'm a handsy guy. I like working with my hands, so kind of nice to be back. Definitely going to be bringing back the coil build sessions, the live coil build sessions. Those I'll probably do on Sunday afternoons, probably after I wake up. You know, spend an hour to wake up, you know, the whole clean up, get dressed kind of thing, and then build coils. I'm working on a little spot right here for downloads for review, so that way my FaceTime will be here, and the download will be right here on the side, and that way all I gotta do is switch cameras, and then just turn. But now, and this is my personal opinion, take with it what you will, take it with a grain of salt, these are my 2 cents, I know that whole saying, and if anybody's got a problem with it, then you got a problem with it, but don't run your fucking mouth. So, with all these flavor bans going on, it seems like all everyone cares about right now, as far as this community on YouTube, all they care about is drama. And my only question is, what the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. We got all this bullshit going on, and you're worried about what so-and-so said? Fuck that! Jesus Christ, people, I don't care who the hell you are. I don't care if you're a reviewer that has 50,000, 100,000, even a million, like fucking Rip Trippers. I don't care. The thing is, we all should be working together to help fix the damage that the government is doing. But no, everybody does not want to seem to do that. Everybody wants to seem to, you know, stir the pot of shit for a while. You know, tell so-and-so, hey, so-and-so said this about you. And then they go live and start bitching about it and start more drama. And they continue to stir that pot. Am I pissed off? Yes, I'm pissed off. And boy, I'm glad I came back with an idea, because I am fired up. All 8 cylinders are pumping. We need to work together, people. Whatever drama you may have with somebody, leave that out the fucking window. Leave it at the door. Focus on what's important right now. Do you care about what so-and-so says, or do you care about continuing to vape the flavor you like? Do you like cake flavors? Yes, then fight. Do you like fruity flavors? Yes, then fight. Do you want to continue to be pushed around by a government that does not care about you? Answer that question for me. Do you want to continue to be a fucking sheep, or are you going to be a wolf and show the government that you have teeth? We're going to say to that, huh? Because I'm fighting. I'm 24 years old. I'll put my age right now. I am 24 years old. Yes, I'm a young buck, but you know what? I've been vaping for 5 fucking years. And I have vaped nothing but fruity flavors because I like. That's my profile. That's my flavor liking. And I am fighting with the best that I can to make sure that I can continue to vape fruit flavors. I'm not sitting down taking this. I'm doing whatever I can to get my voice heard. So my question is, are you going to stand up and do something for yourself and continue to vape the flavors you like and fight for your right as a human being? Or are you going to sit on your couch, eat your damn popcorn, watch your damn movie, not give a shit, and then realize one day your favorite flavor is gone because it was considered a flavor, and you're going to be all sad? So what you going to do? What are you going to do? Get up off your ass and fight. You know the old saying, you hear a lot of warriors say, as long as there's a breath in my body, I'll keep fighting. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm fighting with everything I got. Paying attention to everything. Researching everything. I'm going to continue to oppose all of these bans. I'm going to continue to make my voice heard. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do to keep the flavors that you like? You going to sit on your couch and do nothing? Are you going to bitch because someone said something so mean about you? Or are you just going to stand up, fight for your rights, and fight for the flavors you like to vape? Let the drama either die or put it off to the side and don't look at it until this fight is done. And this comes to reviewers and any vape personality out there. Quit bullshitting about drama and do the right thing. Am I mad? Yes. Am I fired up? Yes. Because I am tired of trying to fight all this while at the same time hearing, hey, so-and-so's starting drama. Who the fuck cares? And if this starts drama, then obviously someone is going to start it because I'm not. I'm just facing my opinion and I'm saying the fucking truth. So go ahead and start drama with me. Because I ain't going to listen to you. It's going to go in one ear and go out the other. Because I don't care what anybody has to say about me. I do this because I love it and I love to help people. That's why there's no drama on this channel. Because I'm not going to let haters get to me. I love this community and I love this industry so damn much, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that I can still have it. I'm going to keep fighting to make sure that I got what kept me away from cigarettes and what continues to keep me away from cigarettes. Because like I said in my story, Cigarettes nearly claimed my father's life. And I don't want to see another person end up that way. Guys, the ones that are fighting, keep it up. It ain't over yet. And to the people who are just sitting on their ass, get up and do something. Send a tweet. Takes 30 seconds, if that. Send a petition if there is one. Send an email if there's a chance. If there's a link to send an email. Do something. That's all I got to say for right now, guys. I'm back and I'm fired up. And until next time. Until next time, Monster Man Vapes signing off.